Hello my friends, today we're going to do classical reformer and we stay true to the basement and we start moving. Okay, good. Have your spring load ready for your footwork and find yourself chini down as you lower, hands around, feet in the center, scoop forward and articulate down onto the mat. Feet in Pilates stand, feet equally weighted in both shoulder blocks, feel the heels lifted. And then when you're ready, press the carriage out and resist the carriage in. The breaths can be exhale out when you're at the beginning and inhale in. Otherwise, if you're a little bit more ready, beginner, intermediate, you should be inhale out and exhale back home. If you can, keep breathing through the nose. Feel equal pressure to all 10 metatarsus and breath out and glide in. Good, and release. Nice. Let's go 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Let the carriage come home. Go into your arches, the middle of the foot. Knees hugging together, press out. Push your heels down, so really find that, and then point the toes forward. So like with your feet, you're really wrapping that foot back, and then resist the carriage back in, and then glide back out again. And glide in, and keep hugging that midline. Imagine between the heels, you have a little ball, and you squeeze the ball together. Between your inner sides, you have something very important you don't want to lose. Keep hugging that too. And keep breathing, one more for precision. And then let's get the flow in. And we go. And resisting. Everything that you learn in precision, keep it in flow going. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Once you're back in, go onto your heel. Have them slightly apart. And then find a good position on the heels. Press the carriage out. Separate the toes. Push the heels up to the sky. Tailbone down as you come back in. Activate the hamstring, the back of the glutes. And push out. And resist in. Watch out that you use equal pressure. 2 more for precision. Feel how your back gets longer. Your hands are flat. And let's pick up that tempo. One more. And let the carriage come in. Slide down into the toes. Connect the heels. Knees don't wider than the shoulders. Press out, hold it out. Lower the heels until you feel your ankle bones touching. Engage the lower abs and lift up. Tendon stretch. 2 more like this. Don't separate the heels. Then once you're up, separate the heels actually, and lower down and lift straight up. Just a little bit different. Where you feel a little bit more in the calves. We hold it down. You can use the hands on the side of the reformer and pull yourself a bit forward. Hands come back up, heels up. Let the carriage come in. If you have a classical reformer, you can take your foot bar down, and you can keep it up. And we're gonna go in our hands into the shoulder straps. Good. Press the carriage out a little bit so your arms are in front of it. And if that feels too much in your neck and shoulder, bring them down and have the elbows touching. Exhale, curl the head up. Look into your abs, stay connected, lift the legs up, stretch the arms out, and we start the 100. Inhale, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs may stay there or lower down towards the foot bar. Inhale, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 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 inhale, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, 2 more, One more. And bend the knees, arms up. Good. Release the straps back onto the hook. Roll up maybe into a teaser. Swing the legs to the side. Remove the springs so you have only 2 red springs left. Lie back down again. And then we take the long straps onto your feet. Good. Feet in the straps. Stretch it long, feel balance again. Lift and lower them straight up and down so you just find your midline. And then we start your leg circles. We start medium size, open up as wide as your reformer and continue that way. That feels just so delicious. Enjoy the movement as you keep your upper body, your Pilates box, from the hips to the shoulders on the mat. Good, let's go for 2 more. And let's change direction. And breathe into it. And at the beginning, if you make little squares, that is absolutely fine too. Remember one thing, try to keep your tailbone down as the legs go up, and as the legs go down, keep the rib cage connected on the mat. And 3 more. 2 and 1. Feet in Pilates stand. Frog it in. Your knees open only as wide as your shoulders, and then stretch it out. Watch out that it doesn't just fall in towards you like what I just did. You control in, you keep the length of the spine, and then you stretch out and really lengthening, hugging that midline again, and breathe. Good. Let's go for 5 more together. Still connecting to the abs, otherwise your knee's just gonna fall in. And 1 more time. Let's go frog swimming. Bend the knees, separate the legs, stretch them out, connect the heels. Bend, open, stretch. Okay, and add it in a variation. That's because it feels so good in the hips to move them, in the ankles. And 1. Good, reverse. Do you know what's coming next? Yes, you have 2 more, that's right. But then next comes stomach massage, the last one. Hold it out, bring the legs up to the ceiling, keep the tailbone down, and just enjoy your stretch. I know you don't want to get out, me either, but let's do it. Get the feet out, place the feet back onto the strap. Rolling up again into your teaser, and then step off to your side and get your sticky pad. Good. Sticky pad for stomach massage. Have your spring load that you like to have. At least 2 springs or 3, usually as much as you had at the beginning. Get ready for stomach massage. Feet in Pilates stand in a foot bar, and then sit back down. Good. Press the carriage out. Find your C shape. Elbows open, soft hands, bring the carriage in. Stretch, lower the heels, lift the heels, and bring it in. If the lower lift the heels doesn't feel good, and you just had to practice at the beginning of this, and you feel like you're sliding back, please focus first on your alignment, and then add in the lower lift. Last 2, and 1. Bring the arms up, bring them back behind you to the shoulder blocks. Elbows soft, hugging to the midline, and we go again. Good. Feel your stomach gets more space. Before you were crunched in a little bit. Now we're opening it up. Good. Last 2. If you want to remove the spring for straight seated up, you absolutely can. Good. You may remove the spring without moving your feet. Stretch the back out, sit tall, lift the arms up above shoulders, and glide in, and stretch and glide in. Now if you have done that a couple times and you want to add in the twist and detox, and come in and lift and return, lift and return. Good, having fun and keeping the sit bones grounded. And one more. Holding on to the bar, you can parallel the feet. Ooh, and enjoy your stretch. Good, let the carriage come back in. And be sure you have 2 or 3 springs. And we go for the short box. For the short box, you definitely need your foot bar down. So if you haven't it done yet, you bring it down. And then we got our box. Use the core to lift the box up and place it the shoulders on. Head is down. Depends on your height, can be in front or behind. Place the sticky back on, a hand distance away from the back edge of the mat, or no sticky, up to you. We need the bar, and then we need the fuzzy. Or loop, whatever you have down there. Good, then you sit down and have your feet in that loop. Good, legs pressing out, so nice and tight. Hands around the waistline, fingertips just gently touching. Round forward into your C shape. Maintain that. Curl the pelvic with a curl, 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 curl. And then roll back up again. You may touch the box, you may don't touch the box. Look at your lovely toes. And roll back over again. If you want to go deeper down, you can go. But your lower back needs to first touch the box. Then you can go for an extension. And you lift the head and roll it up. Last one. Waistline touches the box. You may stretch the arms back. Arms back forward. And roll it up. Good. Now you're going to need that down. Have your arm shoulder widths apart. More challenging together. But since we said more beginner, you have it apart. Lift arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the shoulders up and lower the shoulders for 3, 2, 1. Shoulders staying down, past bar, and then legs pushing out. Inhale, hinge back, and exhale, lift up. So the whole body is working and has fun. Try not to round your back, so when you're back there and you collapse, try not to do that, please. Stay straight. You did the roundness already. Good. And one more time. Then stay lifted and we lateral flex to one side. And then lateral flex to the other side. And another delicious move. Hips pushing down and return. Hips pushing down and return. One more each way. Last one. Come to the center, roll the boat, dive forward, ironing your legs, your chest. And let's go one more. Once you're up, we go for the twist. Shoulders down again, palm poles apart, rotate to one side. Hello everybody, and back to the center. Stay on your 2 sit bones as you rotate. And lift and turn. Good. Lift and turn. Go one more time. Good. And last time. Nice. Center, release the bar down. Favorite exercise from everybody, the tree. One foot comes out. Be sure your other foot is really secured in that hook. Bend that knee into your chest and give it a good hug. First time we just rock back. So you hold that hug, the foot is tight, you round yourself, roll back. Push down with that hamstring that is in the strap, that foot. So for me, it would be my left. As you push down, rise up. Let's do just one more, because it feels so good. Just stretch that front side out. and then lift up. Hold on the ankle, bend and straighten. Good. So I'm holding on my right leg, point and flex the right foot. Hold both feet flexed, dive forward, roll back, walk the hands gracefully down as you lower the back, and walk back up again. And we go again. Maybe the back goes down, maybe you stay up, and go all the way down. Stretch back, lift the head, and come up. IT bend. Take now your left hand, opposite hand, outside of the foot, cross it over, turn away, lean back, and breathe into that stretch. Woohoo! Ooh, I'm getting warm. And return. And then figure 4, and lean forward. Good. We're changing legs. Feel good. Seated again. So now I'm gonna have my left leg out and my left hip a little bit forward. Bend the knee in. Find myself hugging myself. Roll it back. Be sure you tight on the other foot, so my right. Pushing down to the right hamstring and lift up. So I'm not completely squared yet. You can feel it when you roll back and then go again. That's why this is actually really nice to rebalance yourself. Good. And push down to lift. Awesome. Now that felt good. Stretch the leg out. Point and flex the foot. Hold both feet flexed. Dive in. Roll back. Walk down the first one. And walk back up again. One more to go. Exhale. Roll back. Walk down. May go for your stretch. Lift the head and come back up. IT bend. Right hand on the outside of the foot. Stretch that leg away. And lean back. And breathe. And enjoy. Good. Come back up and figure 4. Nice. We're going to release that. We're going to move everything back. So we bring the pussy down. We bring the foot bar up. Bring our towel back home. There you have it. Bring our box back home. Head piece comes up. And we get ready for elephant. Hand. So I'm taking my right hand. Left foot in front of the block. Left hand, core, foot. So as good as you can, don't move the carriage. Your shoulders, as good as you can, stays over the spring bar. You have 2 springs. Curl the pelvic. Lift the toes. Push the carriage out with your heels. Pull it in with your abs. And out with the heels. In with the abs. Feet staying squared, toes lifted, and shoulders gliding back. Tailbone is tucked. Shoulders staying still where you planted them. And hold it in. Now walk the feet a little bit forward. Just a little variation. So have them again, shoulder width apart. Now it's a bit easier to keep your shoulders over the bar. And then go out again and pull it in. You may feel that more intense. Good. More in the hamstring, more in the abs. And before maybe was more stretch. Last 2. 1. Good. We go for knee stretch. Bring your foot all the way back, beyond the toes. Lower the knee down. Now the foot goes there too. Then bring your hips back towards the heels. Curl the pelvic just like you did in elephant. With your legs, push out, pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have a rhythm, we have a flow, so don't go too slow. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold the carriage in, look forward, shoulders back, hips back, back is just a bit straighter, and it changes a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carriage comes in. Good. Lean a bit forward. Curl the pelvic under. Without moving the carriage, just lift the knees up. Hold that lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We do that again. Engage the abs. Carriage doesn't move. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down. Last one. Core is strong. Carriage in. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Have the sprinkle that you had at the beginning. And then chin back down. And we go for running. Feet are parallel on your toes, arms long. Press the carriage out. One heel down, one heel up. And change. Feels good to run it out. Add all the ankle noise. Move out. Oh yeah, my left ankle. Good. Now 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carriage comes in. Separate the legs as wide as the bar. Pelvic lift. Make a prayer position of your hands. Place it underneath your tailbone. Good. Rest your tailbone on it. Press the carriage out and pull it in. Now flatten the hands, but keep that lift that you had and feel how your hamstring and glutes pull you in. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in, roll the spine down, stretch the legs over the bar, roll out the calves, and roll up to one more teaser. Voila. And there you are. You did it. Well done. Good job. Any questions?